Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ọ bụ Ada Igbo na-ekwu na Igbo Media. N'Igbo Media, anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe na-emegasị na Biafra land, n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. N'ụbọchị nke taata, o nwere ihe bịara n'iru akwụkwọ anyị nke anyị ga-agụpụtara unu n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị gụpụtachaa ya, unu egee ya ka ọha n'uju. Ị ga-esie ya, ị drọpụọla your comment, like kwa this our video and gbasakwa ya ka o ruo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. Ozi anyị wetara unu tata si n'aka otu nwanne anyị nwoke, a Biafra activist. Dịka o si wetara anyị ozi a n'iru akwụkwọ, ọ dere sị: breaking news, Sowore strike Aso Rock, no court Nigeria can defeat Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's self-determination on Biafra exit. Ya bụ ozi ka iji bịa tata na Igbo Media. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ozi, gbaa mbọ gwa anyị iche ma mekwa ka ozi arute ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa gere ya ka ọha nju.
No, I don't get it. That Obusi Oduma became governor. How? Look at the Rivers case. When it was on the side of Wike to seek that the local government election was nullified, the Supreme Court was very fast. They took this. When it was on the side of when we saw, Nigerians saw, the video is still online, that the State House of Assembly, loyal to Yensem Wike, decamped to the APC. What did the judiciary do? The judiciary looked for a way to make sure that thing didn't work. Said that their name was not found on the register of the party, or they do not have membership card. And then they came back. When the president declared state of emergency under section 305, it would have been his right to declare state of emergency, put soldiers there, check security. But the president who was elected by the people, who based on the Supreme Court judgment, and the governor who was also elected by the people, and also based on the Supreme Court pronouncement too, the president removed the governor, suspending him from office for 6 months. A case was brought by interested parties, the PDP governors. For 162 days, the Supreme Court refused to hear the case. You know why? Because they know that there's no way they will hear the case, that the decision of the president will not be faulted. There's no way. They are aware. So for that reason, they are more interested that this illegality persists. They are more happy that the president's decision goes through without any challenge. So who is going to call the Supreme Court to order? It's the people. And you look at the Supreme Court today, the decisions that they are taking, how is it working? Mike was on one of the Chinese television yesterday. He said that Toyeko came to his house to ask him to help him with Supreme Court judgment. Is Wike a Supreme Court judge that somebody will come and help him or to fund him? If he said the man came to him to give him money to fund the Supreme Court judgment, it's a different thing. We were here when a serving senator sitting in the red chamber said that some senator used to come and meet him because his wife was the Court of Appeal president. No country in the world succeed when you have a bias and a weak judiciary. That people, there's perception. People want to talk about, oh, have you caught these people with money? You look at the situation where America is stopping and not giving visa to some judges because they feel they are corrupt, and you feel that it's good, that we should just know what is America that is doing it. You don't know the data that America has, you don't know the information they have. When the Supreme Court can just sit down and take these decisions without looking at the long-term effect on our economic and political life. Nobody. I was with some very big investors who were talking about the man is investing in Ghana. And I asked him why. He said, I had 4 cases in Ghana. I went to court. The cases are not even as clear as the one I had in Nigeria. I won all of them. But the one that was clear, 90% clear in Nigeria, I lost it. 1. So why will I invest my money here? So Supreme Court, the perception that people see becomes their reality. So people are afraid of putting their money where the security check that only they have is the Supreme Court, is the Appeal Court, is our Federal High Court and State High Court. So it's clear that we have a challenge. And if we all are aware that we have a challenge, the best thing we can do to make sure that this challenge does not consume all of us is for people to have a rethink. To have a rethink. Today we talk about Justice Toputa. We're talking about him every day. Even when there was crisis in this country and they were trying to set it, they look for who had discipline, who has character. They brought him as a Toputa panel. I don't know why people don't want to live that life. Sibu Galadima, it was on TV. Said that there's a plot for Tinubu to appoint one of the former Court of Appeal judges as INEC chairman. That should have been an happy thing for all of us. You understand? Because a judge being an INEC chairman would have been the best thing. But why are they shouting? They say the alleged judge, allegedly that the judge that is being proposed is a very corrupt official, judicial official. So these are the issue. Because if no, Nigerians would have been rejoicing, oh, the man will know the law. The man will understand the intricate and dynamics of Nigerian politician. The man will, but nobody is thinking of that. People are thinking of the corruption. They are thinking is perception. We look at Orumolo Abiwo, the former chief judge of the chief judge of the federation, who was given the consultancy of accountancy was given to his brother. The children were, given a position on the bench. So these are, you can't now run a judiciary that is now driven to nepotism, tribalism, corruption, and all sorts of negative tendencies. And you expect a country to survive? We have a challenge, and that challenge is that we must start to clean up the judiciary.
They know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. The problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos, yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. I think I want to say this because Nnamdi Kanu is my friend, and I've been in this court several times on his behalf. In fact, when I would come to this court in the past, they would attack me physically. I was attacked physically thrice. The reason I don't come to court anymore is that a federal high court judge actually gave an order that I cannot attend this trial, this current trial, yes. He mentioned my name specifically, so I don't want to waste my time coming to court, but it will be more than... I think the problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not getting, this is what I should tell you, you are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos, yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. Look, all these razzmatazz we are seeing in Nigeria in the courts, Nnamdi Kanu's trial has nothing to do with judges. If the Supreme Court justices decide that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed, he will not be freed.
Yes.
The DSS will not leave him.
True.
Because that has happened several times. It's not matter for what they come to do in the courtroom is scripted drama, so that they'll give an impression that they know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. In fact, when I met Nnamdi Kanu, I used to say, I met him in New York when I was on my way to Nigeria in 2019. At the time I got arrested for revolution now. And he was telling me, I've told this story several times, he said, Sowore, you are mad. How are you going to Nigeria at this time? They just tried to kill me in my father's house. And they killed 20-something people. I barely escaped. I said to him, and it came to pass, if they need you and they want you, wherever you are hiding, they'll come and get you. And that's what they did to him by going to Kenya. They abducted him. Till today, nobody can tell you how Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria officially. It was a kidnap, an international kidnap action. And you cannot cure that flaw in his trial. You can't go and kidnap somebody and bring him to court and bring him to trial. But they know what they are doing. So I hope that those who are his supporters and Nigerians who believe in justice will understand that is what he's about. He is a prisoner, not, you can say prisoner of conscience, of course he is, but he's a prisoner to the Nigerian project. The desire to keep Nigeria.
Ngwano, dalo nene no ụmụnne m dịka si na-esere n'Igbo Media. Gịnị ka unu nwere ikwu na nkọwa nke unu gbasara maka ihe unu nọ n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa? Gwa anyị ife iche n'ụdị nke gị, deela ya n'akara kọmentị ka mara ihe i chere, ma chetakwa tụsa ya bụ ozi ka o were ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị. Ndewo na ụmụnne m, ka emesịanụ.